Morning, Practical Faith listeners. It's Devotional Thursday, and I'm just so excited to get this word out. It's Exodus 17 from verse 8 all the way till the end of till 16. It's when Israel defeats the Amalekites. But we understand this is all down to the Lord. He tells Moses, go stand on top of a place, lift your hands up, and as soon as your hands are lifted up, you know what? They will win. Aaron and Hur will be with you. And if your hands are up, Joshua and his men at the bottom are going to win the victory. And as they go up, surely Aaron and Hur are holding Moses' hands up, and Joshua and his men at the bottom are busy fighting, and they're busy winning the victory. And as soon as his hands drop, you know what? We know the Amalekites start gaining some ground, and they put rocks under Moses' hands, and one man on each side. We see Aaron and then Hur on each side, lifting his hands up until they got total victory, until they won that battle. And this is my message this morning, is let's keep our hands lifted up. Let's keep our hands lifted up. But a lot of times we try and do it alone. And you know what? If you try and lift your hands up for a long time, if you try and put your hands up for 5 or 10 minutes, your hands get heavy. And this is where it becomes so important, so imperative that we have the right people on our side. And I know I've said this message a few times. I know I've come on and, spoken about this, having the right people. And for some reason, I've already done 2 messages similar to this. Having the right people in your corner. Check your friendship circle. Check the people around you. Are your hands lifted high? Are you surrendered to the Lord? Are the people around you bringing you closer to the Lord? Are they bringing you closer to Jesus, or are they taking you away from the Lord? And this becomes a message because we see that the Lord could have told Moses, do it by yourself, go stand there. But no, he sent Aaron and Hur with him. He sent people with him. So a lot of times we try and do so much alone in this world. We try and take the world on alone, which, we cannot. Adam wasn't there alone. God presented Eve to be with Adam, and then they had the children. We see that world was not meant to go through alone. We're not meant to go through this world alone. But it's imperative and it's important that we have the right people on our side. And this is what the devotional is about. Check the people around you. Are they helping you lift your hands towards the Lord? Or are they just there, trying to chit-chat, just trying to take you back to the world? I'm not saying you have to dispose of them. I'm not saying you have to be ugly to them. Be friendly, but start surrounding yourself with the right people, because the right people will ultimately help you or hold you to account. Saying, okay, when you get off track, they're supposed to be there and kind of remind you, listen, you're going a bit off track. Come back now. Come back to Jesus. And this is what we need, because I realize I need these people every day in my life. I've got wonderful family and friends who hold me accountable, who always keep me, pointing me back to the Lord. And every time there's a problem, every time there's an issue, I've got people surrounding me that pray. There has been other people which I've just, I'm still friendly with them. I'm still friends with them. But I also keep my distance for a reason. Is because if you hang around too much with the wrong people, they will drop your hands, and they'll be with you, but they're not helping you hold your hands up high. And that is important. That becomes vitally important. Is check the people around you, guys. Check the people who are with you. Surround yourself, and try and lift other people up. Sometimes we might be the friends. We might be the Aaron or the Hur that must help people hold their hands up. And we must do it with everything. You know what? There came a point where Moses' hands got so heavy for them that they actually put rocks underneath it. You see, they went out of their way to make sure that Moses' hands were held high, because they know the victory comes when our hands are lifted high. They knew the importance of Moses' hands being held high, and they were that friend. So if you're either in that position where friends are helping you, make sure you got the right friends, but you must also become the right friend. You must also become the friend that will help lift other people up back to the Lord, pointing them to Jesus. And that is what the devotional is about. Point your friends to Jesus. Point your family to Jesus. Say, you know what? Let's go back to Christ. Let's point everyone to Christ, because it is so important. We must always be pointing people to Christ. And that's the type of friend I want to be. And I pray that I can be that friend every single day. And I pray that you'll be that friend every day, because it's easy to put ourselves in the middle. and having the people around us. Make sure you surround yourself with the right people, but also make sure that you're the right person for when someone else's hands need to be lifted high, that you are helping them lift it high, that you are helping them point it up, that you're helping them point it to Jesus and say, Lord, the victory is yours. And at the end of that piece, it says, Moses said, the Lord is my banner. The Lord is my banner, because the hands were lifted high. Guys, blessings. I hope you get the message. I hope you become the friend that you know you ought to become. And I hope you surround yourselves with the right friends. Blessings, guys. Until next week.